in a game. He's taken a couple of big hits. Handoff to the near side across the 30-35 to the 40, then knocked out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Angel Moreno, the ball carrier. That'll be a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Angel Moreno, very physical runner of the football, but 2 times already tonight he's gotten out on the perimeter. Shows that he has a little speed as well. It was kind of a little Statue of Liberty play where the handoff was kind of a reach around from the quarterback. Nice execution that time of that offensive line.
Sharhan, the quarterback, is a junior. Hands it off, and nothing there this time. And the Coyotes on defense.
Yeah, this is the style that we saw Madera South play last year. Controlling the tempo of the game, very deliberate offensively, huddling up every play, getting the call from the sideline, getting in the right situation based on down and distance.
Loss of a yard, so it's 2nd and 11. Sharan throws to the far side, and another immediate hit and drop for another loss. So the Coyotes seem to have that area scoped out. Chris Alvarez, senior, making the tackle.
Yeah, a lot of screen game early in this football game. Running the football, trying to execute the screen game. You know, with a young football team, you just like to, we saw Sharhan last year, experienced quarterback, still just a junior. You like to get some easy throws to get this offense comfortable, but Madera very aggressive defensively, playing 3 deep coverages. Those cornerbacks are lined up at 5 or 6 yards.
Sharhan looking pass, is scrambling away from pressure, heaves it downfield, has a receiver out there, hauls it in, and then drops it. Caught the ball and then let it get out of his arms. That's Giovanni Gasellin.
Yeah, it looked like he had that one and lost it on the hit. I don't know if we might get an offensive pass interference call, but good job avoiding pressure. Gastelum looked like he secured
it might be a possession and a fumble.
Yeah, just didn't tuck it away.
It's coming back.
Yeah,
that was offensive interference. Is that the call?
That's what they call it. That looks like a catch to me and a football move. Controlled it. Football move. Yeah, there's two hands extended, shove in the back. Don's on top of it.
4th down, so the Stallions will kick it away.
I love to see that offensive pass interference call. We never see those called.
Spoken like a true defensive back. Very short kick. Goes out of bounds just after crossing midfield at about the 45.
Tough series to start for Madera South. You start inside your own 10-yard line. You get a couple of plus plays in the run game, a personal foul that gets you close to midfield, but then Madera sniffing out the screen game. Very nice job. Disciplined eyes, working back to the football, making tackles in space. Here we go. This is a very explosive Madera High offense.
Madera South had to take a timeout, not enough men on the field. Tried to run a guy on late, but decided to take the timeout. So they've got a timeout. We'll take one as well. Just getting started in this one, 8:57 to go. No score. All right, we're back. Madera with great field position to start this drive to 45. And even better field position now down the far sideline, and that's nearly broken for a touchdown. I thought that Lopez might take it all the way.
And they're moving quick, a little RPO.
Right back at it. First down sponsored by Lithia Subaru. And they're in the Toyota red zone. There's the pass. Again, the same guy. It's J.J. Lopez.
Yeah, just a little RPO game. Joel Ariano is reading the box count, has an advantage on the perimeter, gets some blockers in front of Lopez, and Lopez does the rest, hits the boosters as soon as he catches that one, accelerates, makes one guy miss, and then just a shoestring tackle by Justin Caballero to save a touchdown. Quick start to this game from this Madera offense.
And then it's a timeout call. Caballero with that shoestring tackle. Sophomore coming up with a big play.
Yeah, just a hustle play, right? Not giving up on the play. And talk to Matt Johnson. Not a lot of experience on this roster. A lot of guys who are sophomores who would be playing JV, but they need them up at varsity. And that time, Caballero making a big play to save a touchdown.
This TV timeout is sponsored by Ventura TV, electronics and appliances, your low price leader since 1951.
RPO, first two plays. Ariano getting the ball out to Lopez both times. That's Madera kind of operates in, put a lot of decision-making on their quarterback post-snap.
Ariano keeps it, tripped up, regains his balance, and then he's upended as he gets inside the 10 to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. See Madera South bring some extra pressure or stays back in coverage.
Ariano with the handoff, and there was nothing there. Defensively, nice play made in on the stop for Madera South. That's Angel Moreno, one of the young men you focused on in the pregame.
Yeah, Angel Moreno, a little run blitz. It's the same thing, RPO. Ariano gives it that time to Daniel Mendez. Very nice job by Moreno getting in the backfield and getting the tackle for loss. Setting up 4th down, big play early in the game.
Left-hander fires it to the end zone and has it complete for the touchdown. Michael Pedro on the receiving end. And those are our first points of the game.
Michael Pedro, we talked about him before the game, one of the more explosive players on the Madera offense. That time, 4th down, Madera decides to throw the football. No play action, no RPO look, just drop back pass from Ariano. Lets Moreno clear, or lets Pedro clear that first window, hits that slant in the second window. Easy pitch and catch right over the middle of the football field.
By the way, the touchdown is sponsored by Porta
defense.
Sound.
Half the distance to the goal. Redo the try.
And we've got a penalty. Low snap, but the holder gets it down, and the kick is through and good.
Fourth down.
The Coyotes get on the board first.
The first drop back pass of the night. Ariano just surveying the defense. Allows Pedro to clear that first window. Clear that initial defender. He gets right in front of the safety, Ahmed Sharhan. Right in behind the linebacker. Strike to Michael Pedro.
So 7-0 Coyotes. Well, it's turned out to be a pretty nice night.
Very nice.
When we first got here, we were sweating it out. Artificial turf field, and the sun was out, full blast. Thought it might be a pretty warm night, but the sun is down. very nice.
First time the Stadium Road Showdown has been held at Madera South. Pretty big night for everybody on the Madera South campus. They fought to get this game here. Didn't know how it would turn out, if they would blow the seams out of this stadium, but great crowd, energetic, ready for this game to be played.
Andy Berry with a low line drive, taking on a couple of bounces, then dropped and fallen on.
RPO, get it out wide, let your athletes work in space. Once again, get a blocker out in front, pick up some positive yardage. Ariano, nice job running with the football, and then the first drop back pass, a little slant right in between the defenders for the first points of the night.
And the
well
drive
executed.
sponsored by EECU. Now let's see how Madera South responds. Keeper on the quarterback. But again, Madera has just been in the backfield defensively through the first couple of possessions here. Paul Childers.
Yeah, a little jet sweep. Play action to Moreno, giving it to the jet sweep guy. A lot of speed on this Madera defense. You know, Moreno had a couple of carries where he got out to the perimeter, picked up some positive yardage on that first drive. We'll see if they had success last year running in between the tackles with Moreno.
Sean hit as he passed the ball. That'll be incomplete. He had no chance with the defender in his face.
It looked like they were trying to set up a screen that time. Sharhan, just no pressure coming off the edge, unblocked.
Jose Madrigales.
Unblocked off the edge, and Sharhan just lucky to get rid of that football, not get hit and fumble.
3rd and 6 for Madera South. Stallions need to get to the 30 to pick up the first down. Pass is intercepted, and this is Childers cutting back into the end zone. Touchdown.
Is he in the stands?
He jumped over the fence. He did the, not quite the Lambeau leap, but he went into the crowd. Paul Childers.
Paul Childers with the pick six, with the penalty afterwards, jumping in the stands. I've always said, if you get a defensive touchdown, man, go ahead and get your 15-yard penalty. You earned it. You're not supposed to score on defense. You score on defense, go ahead and celebrate. A couple of flags out that time. That was a little bit excessive, but Childers with the great drop. Madera South trying to run that slant to the number one receiver again. Childers all over it, catches it, makes Sharhan miss on his way into the end zone. Madera student section is fired up.
He might have started something. I don't know if that's been a tradition down here, but if not, maybe he started something going into the stands like that.
Yeah, I think they're what are they talking about, Don? Trying to figure out how many penalties they're going to call on Childers, or
well, maybe they wanted to know how many style points they're going to give him when they mark off the foul. Okay, he clearly jumped into the stands, and if you watched the film earlier, they did it after the first touchdown, so they should have been warned. Hey, coach, you cannot jump in the stands. We'll see what happens.
During the return, we had holding against the defense. That penalty will be enforced. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike. On white, number 3, that player has been disqualified.
Oh, someone's been ejected, huh? That was a lot of information.
wow.
So is that Childers who gets thrown out?
Yeah, I think that dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Not sure he realizes it yet.
No, the news has not made it over to Paul Childers yet. Unless they penalize him for spiking the ball on his way through the end zone, because I did see a flag come out, and then he went into the crowd, so that was 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on the same play. I didn't see him signal 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. I saw a flag there. That was kind of weak. The Madera March, I don't know. He's going to coin phrase that one, because I didn't see it on the first touchdown. Don said he saw it on the first touchdown. I did not see that. We've seen
he was
some
pretty obvious on that one.
We've seen some of the better touchdown celebrations in Madera. I think it was last year where the defensive lineman picked up a fumble, returner for a touchdown, grabbed the flag and ran down the track. Right. Yeah, maybe that was a couple of years ago, but
that was Madera, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the Coyotes.
Now the officials are getting with Matt Johnson, giving him an explanation.
Well, unfortunate if Paul Childers' night comes to an early end. But it appears that's what was signaled, at least. I've never known an official to signal someone was ejected and then change their mind, so I assume that's what's going to happen.
So after a lengthy discussion, this is going to draw another penalty.
Defense, half the distance, replay the try.
Flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet. And this time they get the play off. The extra point is up and good. So a little excitement here. A couple of quick scores for the Coyotes to take a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, Paul Childers playing that extra safety in the box. Riza slant Sharhan's eyes come right to the #1 receiver. They tried that throw earlier on the first drive of the game. Slant to the #1 receivers. Childers snagging that one in the end zone, then getting penalized and kicked out of the game for a celebration. And there's athletic director from Madera, John Fernandez, looks like walking Childers off the
and
off
getting
the
handshakes
field
as he goes. So that's unfortunate that he's going to have to leave a rivalry game like this. But he's got a memory, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This timeout is sponsored by Ventura TV, electronics and appliances, a low-price leader since 1951.
So a holding penalty against Madera South. So the ball went to the 50, and then the unsportsmanlike, the ball goes back to the 35. I'm still confused as to why Childers got the boot after one unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but maybe they felt it was too egregious to allow him to continue to play. I don't know, Don. Is that something that is common?
No, an ejectable offense would be striking an opponent, hitting something physical, jumping over a fence. He came right back in. Yeah, that's a foul, but that's not enough. So something else happened, and I'm not sure exactly what. I'd have to talk with Marvin after the game and find out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I saw a penalty after he spiked the ball. I saw a flag, and then he obviously jumped in and another flag came out, but there were not 2 penalties assessed against Madera High.
Drive summary sponsored by EECU.
The swan song for Paul Childers tonight, getting to the end zone.
It's a one-play drive for him.
It's not much of a spike either.
No. Madera South is trying to get anything going, but there's nothing, certainly nothing in the running game on the perimeter. Caballero was taken down. In on that tackle, Julian Hernandez.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sled. Like, first drive, we saw Angel Moreno get outside, but those were runs that were designed to be off tackle, and he bounced them wide. Trying to attack the perimeter of this Madera defense, running sideline to sideline. It's going to be really tough for Madera South because there's so much athleticism on this Madera defense.
And then they're getting pushed back by a penalty in this case. Flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet. Handoff again. They're going to try the perimeter as a blocker out in front. Caballero lowers the shoulder as he goes out of bounds short of the 35.
Yeah, that time they got Angel Moreno out wide as a lead blocker for Caballero, so an extra guy in space to try to create a running lane. A nice pickup on first down after that 10-yard holding penalty pushed him back.
Time to check in again with Kevin Miller.
We are witnessing a true rivalry game, but what we have to understand, FNR fam, is that this is rivalry week. We are crescendoing tonight, and all week long, some funtivities have been happening. Sonia, what were the dress-up days like at Madera South?
Okay, so on Tuesday, we started our week with Country versus Country Club. Wednesday, we did Barbie versus Ken. Thursday was Disney versus Marvel.
I'm going to be Canal. All right, go ahead.
And Friday was South versus North, so we all wore our stallion gear.
Fantastic. And you had, Ivan, a unique rally today.
We did. We didn't have access to our West Gym, so we couldn't have a rally because of a tournament. So we had to adapt, and we didn't have a stadium rally because it was too hot, and we didn't want to put our students through that. So we put on a little parade, having our band, football, cheer, and then ASB, and then our mascot standing at the very end as we paraded throughout the whole campus, spreading around candy, shirts, and telling them all to come down to this amazing rivalry.
Showing that stallion spirit. And then, of course, Ace is the place. Y'all had some dress-up days at Madera North?
Yes. So to start off, we had Belly the Bulldog, which is basically like a jersey day. Then we had a Throw It Back, which is basically like you basically dress up as yourself, but when you're younger. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And then Leah, your rally today was innovative.
It was really cool today. Yeah, we had our theme was Yodelodian, and we had all the classes do different themes. So like the seniors are SpongeBob, juniors are the Loud House, sophomores were Fairy Odd Parents, and the freshmen were Rugrats.
Hey, that's fun to say. Yodelodian. Say that 4 times fast, Cam, Ralph. When we come back to you, we got Madera South, we got Madera North, the rivalry game, the rivalry week, crescendoing to tonight. Ralph, Cam, Yodelodian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Right after this game, stay tuned for the movie Friday Night Lights that's coming up on CW59.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Football into football.
Just all Friday Night Football complete.
Yodelodian. It's very clever. I like it. Yeah, lined up right on the ball.
That snap.
Ooh, there's a lineman about 9 yards downfield.
Ariano saved the loss by throwing it away.
Almost caught that football. Yeah, fumbled snap. Ariano doing a good job just to get it away, but they were trying to set up that same RPO screen action. And
if the lineman had
big 75, Isaiah Bees was way downfield.
Second down, handoff, coming to the near side, then just tripping and falling down there is Mendez. So he gained a yard.
Like a little down, around, kind of a power coming out of that shotgun offense look. Mendez just falling before he could hit the corner.
Third down, Ariana pressure. Can't get away and goes down. In on the stop and dropping for a loss is Angel Ambriz.
Nice play, getting in the backfield, getting some pressure on third down.
What are they going to call a personal foul on the Stallions? They only got a piece of the jersey, right?
I think it looked like the ball came out to me, and I think
dead ball, personal foul, defense, 15-yard penalty from the run.
I think.
So after the play,
Ambrose tried to jump on the football. I'm not sure. We'll see a replay right here. Angel Moreno got tackled. Nothing called.
Oh, there comes the flag, throwing him down by the jersey.
Yeah, jumping on top of him. So I think the throwdown was okay, but once it looked like that ball kind of came out, but right there, the ball was secured the whole time. Can't do that against a team that is more experienced than you and more explosive. It's just so difficult. You just can't have those negative plays if you're Madera South. You get a sack on third down. Madera's going to punt the ball away, and next thing you know, 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Just can't make those type of plays in a game like this.
This TV timeout is sponsored by Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances, your low-price leader since 1951.
Kenny Polinelli's upset. He wanted that ball snapped. Madera South was trying to run a body off the field. Ended up calling timeout, but he wanted that ball snapped. When they get going fast, he wants to go fast. Get on the ball, snap the ball. That's why they have so many of those RPO-type plays. All we have to do is line up, and then we'll let our quarterback make the correct decision with the football. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. We run the same play. The quarterback's going to make the right decision based on what he sees after the snap. That time took a little bit too long. He was not too happy on the sideline with the fact that Madera South had time to call timeout, and that play was not ran.
All right, this 1st and 10 is sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Mendez tries the far side, has blockers, and is taken down short of the 20 at about the 22.
Mendez, very talented running back. Nice pickup on 1st down. They're going fast.
This time the left-handed throw. The receiver is open down the sideline. Tiptoes inside the 10 is Michael Pedro. It's another 1st down sponsored by Lithia Subaru, and they have pushed into the Toyota Red Zone.
Stop me if you've heard this route. RPO, throw to the boundary, get a blocker in front of Pedro, pick up a 1st down. This Madera offense is very efficient when they run the stuff that they run.
Mendez split a couple of defenders, was upended at the 5. All right, here's Kevin Miller with tonight's financial wellness tip.
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Increase your income or decrease your spending. Your habits, health, skills, and other commitments determine which one makes more sense for your current situation. Do you need more hours at work, or do you need a car with lower monthly payments? As your circumstances change, so will the best way to improve your finances. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph Cam, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. And we saw some not want to go down running. That touchdown by Pedro.
Michael Pedro again. That time he got hit on the 3 or 4 yard line. It just drove his way into the end zone. This is a well-oiled machine, this Madera offense with Ariano, the signal callers that time. Little outside zone read with the jet motion man, Michael Pedro. Ariano can keep that or he can hand it off. A couple of blockers in front of Pedro. And a good physical finish to the run. Kenny Pownelli said this is the best athlete they have on the roster. They're going to use him in a variety of ways. He goes both ways. Really likes the skill set that Michael Pedro possesses, and he gets paid off with a touchdown right there.
The defender, Juan Garcia, had him wrapped up, but then reinforcements came, and those those big bodies kind of help push him into the end zone. Now a 2-point conversion attempt. And Arellano gets belted at the goal line. Did he get in? No good. So that one kind of dried up at the start. There wasn't much there, trying off the left side, and then he got blasted at the goal line.
Yeah, tried to almost got in. Looked like he was almost laying on top of Moreno, so his body wasn't down, but just a little bit short. A drive really kept alive by that personal foul on the sack on third and long that created fourth, and they were still short with a 15-yard penalty. 4th and 17. They picked up the 4th down and just continued right down the football field.
Here's a look at the drive summary, sponsored by ECU.
Yeah, after the penalty, Daniel Mendez kind of took over the RPO game again, getting it to Michael Pedro, making guys miss, and then that outside zone read with Mendez out in front of Pedro, and then Pedro just bullying his way into the end zone with help from Daniel Mendez.
20-0 now. Madera with the lead, 1:48 to go in the first quarter. Andy Berry with another kickoff. Sends this one deep and into the end zone for a touchdown.
See, already learning. Sharon said, nah, I saw Sincere McFarland catch that one moving backwards at the 2. I'm going to let this one go into the end zone. Let's start at the 20-yard line. See if Madera South can get some of that power running game going, that in between the tackles with Angel Moreno. You know, control the clock, control the tempo of this football game. You know, that's when they operate at their best, is when they're executing that type of an offense. It's been really tough to get started tonight.
All right, here we go. Shahan, quarterback, hands it off to the first guy through across the 25-yard line. Moreno, the ball carrier.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. You know, Angel Moreno is a very physical runner of the football. I know this offensive line is young, but you know, he really, if he gets any head of steam at all, he's so tough to bring down. Then you can build off of that. Then you can attack the perimeter. Then you can work the short game. But you know, this is where it all starts for Madera South.
Breaking a couple of tackles and getting out to the 35-yard line. Moreno breaking through those defenders. It's going to be good for another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru from the 35. Again, that play to the perimeter just isn't there. There was no speed to that one. Caballero just had no place to go.
Yeah, very nice recognition by this Madera defense, playing a 3-deep shell, so you have an extra player in the box. So you really have 2 guys that are responsible for forcing that action back inside. That time, great pursuit. Madrigales keeping force, coming downhill, making a tackle. Sets up Madera South 2nd and very long.
It's off to Moreno, and he has room to roam. Across midfield, spins, breaks another tackle, and finally taken down at the 40. That's the biggest play of the night offensively from Madera South.
Angel Moreno, a little Statue of Liberty play again, that wraparound handoff. Kind of a nice sell by Sharhan, like he's going to work away, and then hands that ball to Moreno, and Moreno takes it from there. Huge hole that time, and then Moreno does the rest. Actually, I mean, that's hard to do.
Like Statue of Liberty type play.
Yeah, it's a unique way to get the ball to Moreno, but all the action is going away. You hand it back to Moreno. Madera South getting rolling on offense.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Want to remind you that tonight's first quarter was sponsored by BD&J Lawyers. Over $1.5 billion recovered for our clients. And quarter number 2 is brought to you by Sang Pediatrics. Eventful first quarter, certainly for Madera. And Madera South kind of starting to figure things out and getting things going now. Maybe the best thing the Stallions are doing right now is keeping the Madera offense on the sideline.
Yeah, controlling the tempo, slowing that fast-paced offense down. Fast-paced offense, they like to be on the football field. They don't like to sit on the sideline. So, you're generating yardage on offense, but you're also just controlling the tempo of the game, keeping that high-power Madera offense on the sideline. Sometimes the best defense when you're facing an offense that has so much explosive ability.
Sharhan going to pass and looking deep. Has a receiver out there, a fingertip catch, and no, it came out. And he is pleading his case, but it's going to go as an incomplete pass. McFarland got up there, got his hands on it.
Man, I thought that was a catch. To me, from here, it looked like he secured it. Couldn't see it all the way. Oh.
Comes out comes out after he hits the ground.
Oh, man. Whew.
Well, that's your call, Don.
Yeah, Don, I don't know.
That's why you're here.
It looked like secured to me.
Oh, he clearly came down. He didn't have it gathered in. It was still in his hands, and he didn't have control, and it popped out.
He was losing it on the way down.
Yeah, no cheap fumbles.
Okay. Big thank you to our trophy sponsor, Ace Trophy in Clovis, for all your custom award design needs. And fans, a reminder, you can catch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube, search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59, click on the FNR logo. Tonight's game will be available early next week.
Third down stop. That time looked like running the ball on third down, trying to pick up some yardage to go for it on fourth down. Actually a loss of about 2, so Madera South decides to punt the football again.
Good punt taken inside the 10 across the 20, 30. Has some room and now whistles, I hear. He's going down the sidelines. And touchdown. But I believe there's a flag.
No, I thought I heard whistles too. I think the official was just picking up the bag he dropped to locate where the punt was caught.
Everybody heard the whistles, though, right?
Michael Pedro, man, we talked about it before the game. This dude is dangerous. Catches the punt. Got to give some props, though, to that Madera punt return unit because there was a wall set up down the right sideline to escort Michael Pedro all the way down. Now there's Oh, maybe they're talking about the fact that the whistle
There's
was blown.
something going on here. Matt Johnson is asking for an explanation.
We heard whistles.
We did.
We clearly heard whistles during that. Oh.
Here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming back. There was a penalty flag at about the 25-yard line. Flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal.
Holding. Here, have to be first down.
Well, I don't know.
And the play was on the other side of the field, right?
They're looking on the sideline like somebody picked up the flag or did something.
Well, Matt was pointing at it the whole time.
You know, it could have been the official trying to get the other official's attention by blowing his whistle.
Okay.
That might have been what we heard. Just trying to let them know that, hey, there's a foul back here.
Oh, gotcha.
But in the middle of the play? Yeah.
Because he thought it was a touchdown. And everybody was going to be down the other end of the field. He had to run 80 yards to tell him.
Sometimes they get so excited they just blow the whistle and don't wait till the play's over.
So take that 92-yard touchdown return off the board.
Ooh.
And that pass is complete out to the 25.
What do you know? Michael Pedro again.
Yeah, Pedro has been busy tonight.
Man, I had an 80-yard touchdown call back in high school. It still hurts.
Ooh.
That was 25 years ago. It still hurts.
That was only 25 years ago? Wow. I'm not going to tell you. I had a reunion not long ago. I'm sorry, we have technical problems with Don's microphone over there. Smart Alec.
It was more than 25. Oh, that's a fumble.
Yeah, so they'll say out of bounds after a loss of a couple.
Yeah, first kind of mistake from Mariano in that RPO game. Looked like he was going to hold on to it. Saw Pedro out wide, but the play had extended, so there was some linemen downfield, so he had to throw it backwards and ended up counting as a fumble.
On second down, missed tackle in the backfield, some high stepping by Mendez. Gets it out across the 40 to about the 43. And it'll be third down.
Third down. We'll see. Probably 4-down territory with Kenny Pollinelli. If it's third and
about 6.
Third and 4 or less, or fourth and 4 or less, he's probably going for it. So we'll see if this isn't a run. Ooh.
And it's going to be stopped after a gain of maybe a yard. So the defense comes up with a big spot.
Yeah.
Stop.
Nice
That's
job
Juan Garcia.
By Juan Garcia, get in the backfield, get a tackle for loss on third down.
Going to try and draw them offside. Well, they're going to go on fourth down. Deep drop, deep pass. Has the receiver out there, but overthrown and incomplete. Well, he did have the guy out and open. Kenji Tiscarino.
Yeah, he had him locked on the whole time. Just a little bit too much on that football.
Put some more air under it.
Man, just a little bit. Let him run underneath that one. You know he has speed because he ran away from McFarland, who we know can run as well. Kenny Pollinelli, you know he likes to go for it on fourth down. Just missed.
Great field position for the Stallions. Moreno continues to push the pile. Gained 8 or 9 on that one play. He's second and short.
He's calling to get out of the game, but I I don't think anybody on the sideline is going to see that. Sorry, man. You got to
recognize that signal right away.
Yeah,
huh?
you got to stay in. I'm sorry, you have to stay in. You are this offense right
That's
now.
right.
So even if we're just going to fake it to you, you have to be in the football game.
And they did give it to another guy, and the ball comes out. It's recovered and coming the other way for Madera.
Oh,
And this could go all the way.
oh.
And he does. Oh, my. Isaiah Bees
Wow.
took it to the house.
Wow.
What a touchdown. And here comes another penalty flag across the other side of the field.
Well, just like you score a defensive touchdown, you get a flag, it's all good, especially if you're a defensive lineman who scoops up a fumble on one bounce and then takes it to the house. My goodness. Like 61 yards, too. That was not a short run. Bees was moving, got a blocker out in front. Sharhan tried to bring him down, but blocked.
This way, huh? That way. That side, right?
He doesn't even
They're
know.
on that side, huh?
Wow.
After the play was over, team, that player, of course, on the kickoff.
Which team scored? That team scored. That's right. Okay, that's who we're calling it on. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, big Isaiah will remember that one for a long time.
Good job punching that one out, but Bees just scooping it.
Isaac Contreras knocked it out, but nobody's going to catch Bees.
Yeah, look. J.J. Lopez blocking for him all the way down the field, getting the big man touchdown.
Got a date with an oxygen mask.
Play of the year so far on Friday Night Rivals.
Wow. And the extra point was no good. Still huffing and puffing after a 66-yard return on the scoop and score.
He was moving too. I mean,
He
he was
was
moving. He was getting after it. That is the dream for a defensive lineman. Just this clean scoop and then rolling down the field. Your boy leading you to the end zone. Love it. Just fighting the whole time. And then making a guy. Hey, Kenny Pollinelli sees him run the football like that. I don't know. We might see Big 75 carry the football at some point in this season.
Maybe T Heavy.
Big Ben was rumbling. You tell me you're going to stop him inside of 2 yards. I don't think so. I do not think so. Yeah. Now we'll see if he gets a breather or throw him right back on the football field.
Yeah, he's going to have a fun week at school, isn't he? Yeah, he looks like he feels pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see. Might feel good standing on the sideline. We'll see. No helmet on yet. No helmet on yet. We'll see. Soaking it up.
Yeah, great moment for that young man. And it's all on tape now.
Forever.
Kickoff is picked up inside the 30, across the 40, taken down at about 42, 43-yard line. Giovanni Castellum on the return.
Little extracurriculars going on. No harm, no foul.
God, it's only halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll see.
Starting early.
We'll see if Madera South can get back to the well a little bit. Angel Moreno has been their best weapon. Sustained a couple of drives, really, with him leading the attack. Tried to build off of that. Just haven't had much success.
Oh. Turner gave it to Moreno, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, Madera's going to dare them to do something else, right? You know what Madera South wants to do. You know what their best weapon is, who's been most effective tonight. Maybe send some run pressures, get the ball out of Sharhan's hands quickly, keep that extra body in the box regardless of the formation from Madera South. They're all within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Going to the air this time to the near side. Had the receiver out there, tried to catch it and bring it in with one hand, but that was incomplete, intended for McFarland. Now it's time to go downstairs again with Kevin Norton.
Nothing better than good sleep hygiene. Proper sleep hygiene involves going to sleep at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning. It is hard for most people, especially teenagers, to get into a set routine, but if you set your natural clock to the right rhythm, you will get the most out of a good night's sleep, and your brain will be ready for the next test or the next game. The Student Athlete Health Tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Thanks very much, Kevin.
It's easy to go to bed at the same time when you're not doing Friday Night Rivals, but when you're doing Friday Night Rivals, you got to toss that out the window.
Yeah, we keep them up late.
Yeah. Well, Moreno not effective that drive and tried to get to the perimeter. Took a deep shot. McFarland, I mean, good coverage that time by Lopez, but McFarland can run. I would like to see 3 or more of those shots throughout this game.
High punt. Pedro's going to back away from it. Takes a Madera South bounce inside the 20, down close to the 15-yard line. And they'll go back on offense from there when we come back. 6:02 to go before halftime. It's 26-0. Madera leading Madera South. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals, presented by U.S. Army. 26-0 our score. Madera over Madera South in this rivalry game. Played on the campus of Madera South, which is a different experience for us.
Yeah, different experience for the State Intramural Showdown. First time in Madera South history they get to play at home. Gracious hosts.
Cody's trying to run up the middle, but nothing there. So maybe a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Ambers again getting in the backfield, making a positive play.
Mendez steps out of the tackle and gets something out of it. Boy, he should have been dropped for a very short gain. He makes a big gain out of it. See where they spot him out of bounds near the 40.
He's just so low to the ground, keeps his feet moving. Those type of running backs are so hard to bring down because that center of gravity is so low. They have such good balance. And then Mendez he's a physical runner of the football, using his straight arm to stay up, picking up a first down.
Whistle stopped that play, and it's a substitution foul. Flag on the play is sponsored by Fresno
Legal
Sudal.
substitution, defense, 5-yard penalty.
That's what the Coyotes were trying to do earlier when they wanted that ball snapped. Mendez now pushing that pile. Looked like he was stacked up at the 40, but he ends up falling forward to the 44.
Yeah, Ambrose again making contact about 1 yard in the defensive backfield, but Mendez doing a good job keeping those legs moving.
Little pass to Pedro along the sideline. He breaks through, and look at him turn on his speed now. He could be gone, and he is. Touchdown, Madera. Another big play for the Coyotes. Another big play for number 1.
Exactly why we talked about him before the football game, Ralph. We knew Madera was going to try to get him the football in a ton of different ways. He already got a 92-yard punt return call back for a holding. This time, that same RPO game. Ariano getting it out to Pedro. Some blockers in front of Pedro, and then Pedro makes a couple guys miss, hits the boosters off to the races. Nobody's catching this dude when he's in the open field. Another Michael Pedro touchdown for the Madera Coyotes.
And the touchdown is sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Ariano just does such a good job of making decisions with the football. I mean, on that play alone, he can keep it, he can hand it off, or he can throw it to Michael Pedro. That time, correct decision with the football. Michael Pedro does the rest.
Going to go for 2 through the air. And it's good. JT Lopez on the receiving end in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the lead is 34-0.
Well, kind of the experienced team versus the inexperienced team. And here we go, Ariano. Leading the defense, getting it out to Michael Pedro, tiptoeing down the sideline. I mean, he's just
Hey, did we know he was that fast?
He's just
Did we
cruising.
know?
Just cruising. And then a nice strike from Ariano in the back of the end zone.
JT Lopez with the reception. 34-0.
Don let us know unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Madera South after the touchdown, which is why Madera will kick the ball from the plus 45.
And stay tuned for your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight, sponsored by EECU.
Well, would not surprise me to see an onside kick here, knowing Kenny Paulinelli, although they're up 34-0. I'm not still the first half, though. So we'll see, or they just boot it out of the end zone for a touchback or try a pooch.
Kick is deep, but taken inside the 5 and coming to the near side. It's kind of dicey having your quarterback also as your kick return guy.
Yeah,
but I've noticed that that's what they do,
Yep,
and that's what you have to do.
And your starting safety, he kind of does it all for this Madera South team.
It's a drive summary sponsored by EECU.
Yeah, Mendez with some power running, moving the chains. Stopped about 1 yard deep and just drove for about 4 more yards. And then Ariano holding, and then getting the ball to Michael Pedro. Once those knees get lifted, Forget about it.
And that all adds up to a 34-0 count.
Yes, Madera defense have made some adjustments, really recognizing what Madera South is trying to do. Anytime Moreno close to the football, they're keying on him, doing a good job of getting penetration.
Moreno gains about 4 up to the 20. Hey, here's a look at the H&E scissor lift, giving us our aerial footage. Our thanks to H&E Equipment for their help with our equipment rentals for our FNR games. H&E Equipment, where others stop, we continue until that's Chris up there at the top.
I can do that height.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good?
Yep. Be comfortable there.
Well, we're glad Chris is doing it tonight.
Yeah.
Pressure on the quarterback, and he just throws it away. Incomplete.
Just tough sledding for the Stallions.
Yeah, young team.
Yeah.
And I know if you're like me, people ask you, hey, what game do you have this weekend or this Friday night on Friday Night Rivals? You tell them, hey, well, what do you think? Going to be a close game?
Yep.
We're finding out as we're doing the games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know, right?
Nope, you never know.
Especially in a game like this, the Stadium Road Showdown is so important to both of these programs. We saw the devastation of the Madera South Stallions when they lost that game last year. I mean, it was just complete heartbreak. They put everything they could into that game. So you know how important it is. Madera, this is a really good Madera team. They can do a lot.
Pedro grabbed from behind on Juan Garcia. Good thing that wasn't a tearaway jersey, or he would be gone.
Yeah, he would have kept going. Garcia playing a nice football game, physical linebacker.
It's been tough sledding for them. I know one of the strengths of Madera was the returners along that offensive line. But you got skilled guys who are lighting it up with big plays.
Yeah, a very dangerous football team. They can run it. You know, when you have a quarterback like Ariano who just makes good decisions with the football, those are hard offenses to stop, especially when they have multiple ways to attack you. And we've seen Madera attack this Madera South defense in multiple ways tonight.
Ariano is a junior, and the left-hander's throwing downfield. Has a receiver out there. Over-the-shoulder catch. Complete and out of bounds. That's Emmanuel Solis. And then there's going to be another big gain and a 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of drop back pass, but that time empty formation. Ariano taking a vertical shot.
Now it's Mendez. Again, pushing that pile and getting extra yardage.
Spun around and turned around and kept going. He's tough to bring down. And Madera's moving fast.
Don't you like watching a left-hander throw?
Or shoot, or hit a golf ball, or
exactly.
swing. Yeah, just a smooth that exists.
Breaks off of the pack, out to the outside, and into the end zone for the touchdown. That's Mendez. That one was another case of where it looked like it was going to be stopped. And wait a minute, you're telling me there's a flag. And there is. It's going to come back for a holding penalty.
That's tough, because that was a great run from Daniel Mendez.
Recognized that there was trouble ahead, so he headed east.
Yeah, bouncing off a tackler and then bouncing out wide, getting into the end zone. All coming back.
That's 2 touchdowns the Coyotes have had taken back by penalty tonight.
See if we can catch this one. Ooh, I guess.
Well, it wasn't Bees. He just got in the way, didn't he?
I don't know. I think Bees was the only guy that I saw that was anywhere close to a hold. He had Moreno, but I don't know. Didn't look like much.
Now the pass comes to the near side. Ty Davis shoved out of bounds at about the 15.
Just another weapon.
Send it downstairs again to Kevin Miller.
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Increase your income or decrease your spending. Your habits, health, skills, and other commitments determine which one makes more sense for your current situation. Do you need more hours at work, or do you need a car with lower monthly payments? As your circumstances change, so will the best way to improve your finances. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Thank you very much, Kevin. The Coyotes will go for it on 4th down. Ariano looking. Has an opening. Is he going to take off? He's right near the line of scrimmage. Gets away from one defender, but no, there's that jersey again. And then breaks away. Got a help from a blocker. Not going to get away from that. Dumps it incomplete. And a late penalty flag.
Yeah, it's grounding for sure. Ball was nowhere close to getting back to the line of scrimmage.
First down.
So the 4th down is no good. They'll take the ball, the Stallions.
Good job staying alive. I don't know why this wasn't grounding, though. That ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. I didn't see a receiver in the area, but cost Madera South about 15 yards. We'll see 1:37 on the clock, see if they can get anything going.
Not on 1st down. Oh, and now we got some trouble. The running back came up kicking, and I don't know what he was responding to.
Getting hit.
But that
as soon as he got the football, getting hit right under the chin. Sometimes you just get frustrated, man. And there's not a lot you can do when you're running the ball, and you just take a shot as soon as you. Oh.
That's the step over there, yeah.
That was, yeah. I mean, it's 34-0, you know. Take your tackle for loss and move it on. And, of course, Moreno, the one who retaliates, gets the penalty. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, the penalty backs him up. Just outside the 5 now. Madera South might be content just to run out this clock. Already down 34-0.
Yeah. 3rd and 18 or so.
Stay tuned during the 4th quarter as we reveal our player of the game. It's sponsored by EECU. Quarterback Captain breaks into the secondary. To midfield, 40. Run out of bounds inside the 35. So a big play offensively for Madera South to get out of the shadow of the goal line. First and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Nice design. I'm sure we'll see that play again. Sharhan, really good athlete, returner, plays safety as well. That outside zone read, so he's going to read the outside zone. He keeps it, gets a blocker out in front, and right down the middle of this Madera defense. Not outrunning Michael Pedro, though. Good job chasing him down. 34 seconds in plus territory.
Yeah, now all of a sudden they're in no hurry. Moreno, the ball carrier, very close to a first down.
Yeah.
Clock continuing to run. And they spike it. That stops the clock with 10 seconds left. Ball's at the 27.
Yeah, ball. Yeah, ball at the 27. See if they take a shot. Yeah, nice read by Sharhan. Eyes outside, reading that outside linebacker. He goes with the jet sweep motion guy. So Sharhan keeps that football. I mean, first time he's kept it tonight, but Madera South did a really nice job of blocking that one up. A nice read by Sharhan. We'll see if they can cash it in with some points.
Sharhan looking to throw, but he's being hounded defensively. Running to the near side, going to have to run it. And took it back in instead of going out of bounds, which would have stopped the clock. Time will expire here in the second quarter, and the second quarter has been sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Sean, slow to get up.
He's tired, man. That was a long run. That was a long run on that play, too. He had the long run on the big pickup. He was running around for his life that time as well. He just needs a breather. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, it's been a tough first half for the Stallions, that's for sure. You see, we were hoping to get an interview with Coach Polinelli as he headed off, but I think he's on the other side of the field and on his way to the locker room.
He knows better. He knows when you're up, you talked to Kevin Miller at halftime. But it looks like he made his. Oh, they're going to talk to Matt Johnson. It looks like.
Yeah, looks like they're going to meet up with Matt. No, maybe not. Matt's leading the team, leading his group there to the locker room too. So we'll just get you ready for halftime because it is here, and it's been all Coyotes. Madera leads Madera South 34-0 at halftime on Les Schwab Tire's Friday Night Rivals, presented by the U.S. Army. The halftime show is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. So here to take us through halftime, once again, the great Kevin Miller. Well, Kevin doesn't appear to be ready right now. It's a 34-0 game at halftime.
That's my question.
And here he comes.
The sound system went on.
Now he's not aware that it's his turn. Are you there with us, Kevin? It's your time. All right, let's try this again. Kevin Miller is trying to get his crew gathered up down there on the track. I don't think they're hearing what we're saying. There he is.
Here with our Xfinity halftime report, starting with a little bit different format. Why not, right? It's a Stadium Road showdown. We're going to do things a little bit differently with our Educator Spotlight, brought to you by EECU. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the principal of Madera South, John Steinmetz is here. John, thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for being here. Looking forward to having this big game on TV. Yes. The very first Stadium Road showdown in Stallion Stadium. Right. So, big night for Stallions.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Such a great environment. Your student section is full of spirit. Great crowd on hand supporting the Stallions. And I mean, it's been early in the school year, but how are things going thus far?
We've had a great start to the school year. School culture has just been really great. Great freshman class, a lot of spirit. And our upperclassmen have been shown how to be a true Stallion, showing that true Storm spirit.
Yeah, and you can really tell there's a sweet spirit there in the student section, and they're on a roll. Hey, how about, what are you looking forward to this year as the school commences?
Well, you know, our sports programs are real young. We have a lot of really good graduating seniors, so I'm excited to see our younger student athletes step up, take more of a leadership role, and start making their own mark on the school.
Fantastic. What a legacy in the making. Of course, we would have had Robin Cosgrove from Madera High School as well. She's taking care of some things with her students and staff, but we appreciate John Steinmetz, Madera South principal, the Stallion with the most. And we're going to be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Let's go, Stallions. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It is now time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. A breakfast so good, you got to tell somebody about it. I mean, we got these 2 for $3 Biggie bundles. What a duo. $3 Biggie bundles. And here's the thing. You'll notice that I don't have the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete with me right now. That's for a good reason, FNR fam, because she's out there performing. And it takes precedence. It supersedes the interview because the crowd demands something of her. Spoiler alert, April Macedo is our Scholar Athlete, senior from Madera South. Why don't you take a peek right now into this live performance? Our future cheerleaders are rocking and rolling, and let's see if we can get her as soon as she's done performing. Take a look. Oh yeah, the pyramid. Oh yeah, perfect synchronicity. The Stallions. This is the first time in quite some time our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete is a cheerleader, and she contributes greatly to her community along with being a cheerleader, and we're going to hear from her in just a moment. This is amazing. I mean, we are talking cutting edge, on the edge of your seat, live television. I think April's coming. Oh, she might be performing right now as well. April! High five! Can you believe it? Central Valley, April Macedo. Congratulations, our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete.
Thank you.
How are you able to do it? I mean, you're in such good shape.
I don't know. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, but everything I do is because I love it. So I have to sacrifice a lot for it, but I'm willing to do it.
We can tell your passion for sure. Now, along with cheerleading, you're involved in some other sports. What are they?
Yeah, I do water polo, wrestling, and swim.
Right, and you're a leader on campus. Share with everyone your title.
I'm an ASB. I'm the ASB president of Madera South High School.
Madam President, and you're involved in some community outreaches.
Yeah, I'm part of CSF. I'm part of Madera Youth Leaders, where we volunteer around Madera where it's needed. And I'm also part of Block S here at Madera South High School.
I can't believe you're so composed right now after performing. It felt like for a 20-minute performance. It's amazing. And then what about next year? What are your plans?
Next year, I hope to go to UC Davis or Cal Poly Slow and study in nursing. So hopefully I can become an NP, a nurse patrician.
April is going to give back to her community. April, you are now eligible for a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Wendy's. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yes.
Are you possibly going to be in the cheer challenge, the tire roll?
I am.
Oh my goodness, a trifecta, the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's, April Macedo of Madera South. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. How do you do it? Amazing. back to the Xfinity halftime report. This portion of our halftime, and I mean halftime is jumping, y'all. You have to be here. Wish you could be here, but we're glad that you're watching on Channel 59, the CW Friday Night Rivals, because here at Stallion Stadium, it is on. And we have both cheer squads that are performing right now. It is Madera High's turn, and so they're out there performing right now, and we can't interrupt their performance because, of course, everyone is waiting for the crescendo to our halftime, and that is the Les Schwab Cheer Challenge Tire Roll. And, of course, Les Schwab has been a partner with FNR for years and years and years. And they're more than just changing tires. They're about changing lives. And that's why they are a part of our community, where we live, where we work, where we play. Driving here to Madera, you saw the bright lights of the Madera County Fair. Les Schwab contributing to our 4-H and FFA livestock for our kids so that they will be invested and engaged in their learning. Les Schwab is about their community and always about doing the right thing. Because after all, with Les Schwab, doing the right thing, that's what matters. So we encourage you, make an appointment with any of our 21 area stores, and then you will see the true change that Les Schwab is all about. So, of course, talking about the right thing and the appointment we have made, and that is for this Cheer Challenge Tire Roll. So hopefully we can get an idea, a view of the Madera High School Coyote cheerleaders performing for the crowd. And then once they're done, we hear y'all that the tire roll is on. So take a look. Take a look. Oh, yeah. That was phenomenal. All right, is there one more performance? Stallions, do we know? That was it? Okay, well, it looks like maybe the cheer team's going to do one more performance. So here's the thing. Hey, and we might be on TV right now, and we got a little insider scoop. Y'all are ready for the Cheer Challenge Tire Roll. Okay? All right, so we're going to respect our opponents. Are we doing like a combo cheer? Do you need... I don't know, but I could improv. I might. I was like... Okay. Oh, this is a treat. All right. So every once in a while, ladies and gentlemen, our schools in the Central Valley, they will combine to do a performance together. They are in sync, same choreography, and Madera, even though this is a rivalry, it's a friendly rivalry between Madera High School and Madera South High School. And to have these groups come together with their youth cheering, taking a look at their role models, who they're going to be, future Stallions, future Coyotes. This is what it's all about when we feature things like this on Friday Night Rivals. Take a look. Coyotes, Stallions, unity. Bringing the town together in song, in dance, in pom-poms, in cheer. Oh, that's it. That was it, right? Are we ready for the cheer challenge? The tire roll relay, courtesy of Les Schwab. All right, here we go. Now, you saw our Vince Wesson Scholar athlete, April Macedo, and how energetic she was. She performed 2 dances, now a 3rd dance, and now she's getting ready, along with her Stallion teammates, to potentially win the Les Schwab Tire Roll Cheer Challenge. Ralph, Cam, I know you guys are back in the booth. I know you are eagerly anticipating this. This is the most amazing halftime we've had. Yeah. And we've got the PA announcer. He's calling everyone to action. We've got the Stallions ready. We just need Madera High ready. The Coyotes are making their way. They look like they need one more. There she is. She's sprinting in. The anchor leg. Oh, this is good stuff. All right, so 50 yards from the end zone right here to the 50, y'all. Who's it going to be? This is for bragging rights for all of Madtown. This is going to be good. All right, let's get them ready. Are we ready? Oh, we got another coming in. Want to make sure we're ready. Football players are getting warmed up, but this is the main show right now. On your marks! They're getting instructions. Very thorough instructions. The details. We've got 52 seconds left in halftime. On your marks! Get set! Go! Oh, it's a quick start by the Coyotes of Madera High School. But here come the Stallions. They're charging. Madera High, Coyotes, who's it gonna be? We need the officials. And it goes to the Madera High Coyotes. Cheerleaders, come over here real quick. Real quick. You won. You won. Yes. Come over here. Come over here. You just had a performance. There's the camera right here. Turn for the camera. How did you get it done? How'd it happen?
We were teamwork.
Wait,
We just like that. We're just like that. Madera North. Madera North.
Just like that. Teamwork, sprinting, strength, togetherness. That's what Les Schwab is all about. That's what FNR is all about. And hey, we got more Xfinity halftime report right after this. Let's go. Way to go, Coyotes.
Tonight's mouth guard moment, sponsored by Donald Anderson DDS. Here's a look at some of the stats of this game.
Yeah, Madera
Actually,
South.
I think those should be reversed, right?
Madera South, good job on the ground, 142 yards on the ground. Madera, 171
Madera had 246
yards.
total yards. Yeah.
Yeah, which is not that big of a discrepancy, 100 yards for 34-0, but
Yep.
a pick six, some return yards,
the
some
pick
good field
six.
position for Madera.
And the last we'll see of Paul Childers tonight.
And the fumble, big fella rumbling down the
Isaiah
sideline.
Bees, 66 yards, I think.
Good Madera team. See where they end up in the playoffs. They're like a Division III. They get in Division III, this team can do some damage. They're physical up front. It's a lot of experience on both lines. Some really explosive weapons. Mendez, who runs the ball really physically, quarterback that makes good decisions. Like they're a tough team.
And another big play for Pedro on the receiving end. 61 yards for the touchdown. 0 passing yards for Madera South.
Yeah,
that was one of the stats that kind of jumped out at you.
Yeah, a couple opportunities with some deep shots. We thought that Sincere McFarland had that one deep ball, and they ended up calling it incomplete. He didn't have total possession of it. But messing stuff up here in the booth.
Yeah, we'll tell them in the truck someone needs to come up and fix the TV monitor again. I think it might be this one. We're in trouble if I'm doing this. Here, how about
Look at that. Look at Ralph
How
Wood
about that?
getting it done. Getting it done.
Close your eyes and start pushing buttons. It worked out. We got it. Okay. What does each coach look for in the second half of a game like this?
Yeah. I mean, Madera South, they're just looking to sustain drives offensively, maybe build something off that just kind of direct run to Moreno that they've been running. That outside zone read that Sharhan hit at the end of the first half. It's like a play that they can continue to run. Kenny Paulinelli, it's, stay sharp. Don't get into any of the extracurricular stuff that may cost you next week. Just try and play a clean football game. Get out of here with a win. Respect your opponent. Don't do anything, to be disrespectful. Just play hard when you're on the field.
We
shake
are
hands
hearing
after the game.
We are hearing though that there's some chirping going on down there between the two teams.
It's a rivalry game.
Sure it is.
You know, these guys have been playing with or against each other, you know, on both sides their entire lives. So
the halftime show has been sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Madera South will kick off to start the second half.
Sharhan does everything. He's like, give me a break. Nope, get out there. Get out there on kickoffs. I would just not kick it to Michael Pedro. I would not. And they didn't. That's good.
Short to the near side, taking it to 20. That's Mendez reversing his field to the other side, and he may have some room to roam. Gets across midfield, and he's blasted at about the 48, 49-yard line. Looked like that play could have broken too.
Yeah. He ran right into Octavio Flores, the kicker. That was a nice hit by the kicker. Yeah, don't kick it to Michael Pedro, but then Mendez is the other guy, other deep returner. So pick your poison, I guess.
Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Own a Car, home of the $500 down sales event. New quarterback to start the second half for Madera, and that's a pretty good start. Yes, the ball is hauled in by Pedro on the touchdown bomb of 48 yards. Wes Linden, the quarterback, and he said, I don't need to warm up. Just go down there and let me hit you.
That's a big, nice-looking sophomore quarterback right there, 6'3", 180. That was a rope to Michael Pedro. Michael Pedro in the end zone once again. What a throw. What a start to the second half.
Closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC. Finger licking good. And that touchdown was sponsored by Port of Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
That was a dime.
Extra point is good. Perfect start to the second half for Madera.
Wow.
Another look at the touchdown.
Bad snap too, but that was a bomb. Just over the outside shoulder. Pedro, what a great job adjusting his body to bring that win. That's a tough catch to make over your shoulder. He made it look easy. I'm not going to lie, Ralph. I love when the players to watch end up being the player of the game.
Yeah, you were right on tonight, that's for sure.
You know, I talked to Kenny Pollinelli, and he just raved about Michael Pedro. He's the most dangerous guy on our team. He'll be the most explosive guy on the field. He's dangerous. He lived up to all that hype, and they've used him in a variety of ways, obviously in the return game, but you know, taking a vertical shot, getting the ball out to him quickly, getting some blockers in front of him, all the ways that you want to get your explosive athletes the ball to try to get them in space. Madera has done this. This offense is very well coached. They understand exactly what they're trying to do every play.
Short kick, taking it about the 18, coming to the near side, but not very far. Great defensive stop right there by Isaac Contreras. He was the first man there. Number 31 pops up clapping his hands.
Yeah, Gastelum, he'll learn kickoff. You just have to hit it vertical, get as many yards as you possibly can. Then bounce to the outside. Hit it vertical, then bounce out. Good job on Madera staying disciplined on the kickoff unit.
Now the Stallions with the ball. and nowhere to go with it. It looked like a mix-up in the offensive backfield there as the quarterback, Sharhan, just went into the slide.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were trying to run kind of a naked bootleg or a quarterback sweep where he kind of reversed his track, but there was a blocker out in front. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Yeah, some sort of, you're right, some sort of miscommunication.
Second and 10, and that play, either side has not worked well tonight. Caballero dropped for a loss.
Yeah, Madera, 9 guys around the line of scrimmage. They are keyed into what Madera South is doing in the run game.
But anything to the perimeter is just...
Yeah, they're doing a great job setting a hard edge, getting penetration, setting a hard edge, so there's nowhere to go if you're trying to bounce outside, and that penetration brings you down from the inside. They have a good understanding, good approach to slow this offense down.
Third down and about 23 to go. Fumbled the snap, and it's dead right there. Sharhan had a tough series on those 3 plays.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding for him.
Keep your chin up.
Second year as a quarterback. He had a good game last year leading this offense. Going both ways on kickoff as a returner. Right. You know, he does not leave the field.
When you put it that way, yeah.
And when nothing's going right, man, it's hard to step back out on the football field and stay positive.
Kick is away, taken at the 44. Pedro is tripped up and dropped back at the 45. And he's one of those guys who makes you hold your breath when he catches the ball.
Say, man, good job tackling him in space.
That was
he's
a good
dangerous.
Job.
Good starting field position, plus territory again. Seems like kind of all night long, Madera's started their offensive series somewhere around midfield.
Wes Linden stays in at quarterback, and why not? He's 1 for 1 with a 48-yard touchdown pass. This time he hands it off to Zach Prince. He busts up over the middle and picks up a first down.
Yeah, tackled by Sharhan, and Sharhan a little shaken up. That was a collision. Full head of steam coming downhill.
Well, while they tend to the injured player, we'll step aside as well. Looks like he's going to be able to make it over to the sideline, but it's 41-0 Madera with the lead over Madera South. Tonight's mouth guard moment is sponsored by Donald Anderson DDS. And here it comes. Watch number 73.
Ooh. Welcome.
Cynthia Rodriguez. And the mouth guard moment sponsored by Donald Anderson DDS. Wes Linden scrambling a couple of yards.
Yeah, that RPO, that time he kept it. Good job defensively by Madera South, forcing Linden to keep it. Nobody was open.
Oh, high snap. Linden falls on it, but he can't bring it in. The Stallions have it. Finally picked up and secured by Luis Augusto Sanchez. Boy, they always tell you, fall on the ball, don't try and pick it up.
Yep.
And you saw two different guys try to pick it up, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, big turnover for Madera South. Finally getting the ball bouncing their way. Wes Linden, yeah, he tried to fall on it, just fall on it, but couldn't bring it in. Augusto Sanchez scooping that one and picking up a couple extra yards, plus field position for Madera South.
So now the Stallions on the first down play gained a yard. Second and about 9. Sharhan looking, throwing deep downfield, has a man out there and overthrown. Intended for Justin Caballero. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, try to hit that route in the seam against 3 deep coverage. Very nice job that time. Coming out of the middle of the field, Chris Alvarez making a hit on that vertical shot. You like that throw, though. Madera's been just crowding the box. Try to hit a vertical shot, just a little bit too much.
Handoff down to about the 45, and that's going to set up a 4th down. So
yeah,
this
see what a
this
fourth
is 4 down territory,
right?
Here, with the score like this, I guess.
See what your 4th down play is, right? No passing yards so far tonight. Maybe that zone read, outside zone read, where Sharhan keeps it.
Going to pass over the middle. Pass is complete. Catch is made. And inside the 35-yard line, that's going to be a first down. Giovanni Castellum again with the catch. 1st and 10 is sponsored by K1 Speed. Arrive and drive.
That slant, they went back to the slant, finally hit it. Outside leverage by the corner. Nice release by Gastelum, getting inside, giving Sharhan an opportunity to hit him. Big pickup on 4th down.
Oh, the ball was snapped. The quarterback wasn't even looking. The frustration for Sharhan. Yeah, they basically just got up to the line and whoop.
Yeah.
Take another look at this. Yeah, that guy's still moving around.
Yeah, he's trying to get somebody lined up and center snap the ball. Sharhan's frustrated. Can understand that he is competing his butt off.
Something like that could have been a false start. Maybe the guy's still moving. When the ball was snapped, he's going to unload deep. Thrown into coverage, and it was picked off. Intercepted and coming back the other way across the 25-yard line, and then out of bounds. Jonathan Vasquez looked more like the receiver than the defender at the end of that play.
Yeah, Sharhan under pressure, just throwing one up. Good job by Madera defensively, being deeper than the deepest, in good position to bring that one in. Sharhan just getting rid of it. Nice job tracking it. I think maybe a blindside block.
Yeah, a couple of flags
During
on
the
the play,
return.
and that may be it. Penalty on the return.
Yeah, that's a nice catch. Blocking the back.
All right, time now to go back to Kevin Miller for some push-ups. Kevin.
Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army. I'm here with Sergeant Rossi and some stallions, and something's about to go down. But first, Sergeant Rossi, would you mind sharing with us what inspired you to enlist in the U.S. Army?
Yeah, I wanted to serve my country and travel all over the world. That's why I served the United States Army.
Oh, that's fantastic. And then, can you break it down for all of our FNR viewers tonight? What is about to go down?
So right now, we're about to do some push-ups, Army style.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, y'all, and we're ready to go. Sergeant Rossi, on your command. Y'all ready? Let's go, Stallion Stanley. Got you ready, my man? Ready? Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Up.
Oh, we're going.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
Up.
Oh, this is nice.
Down.
Baby. Yeah.
Up.
Stanley.
Down.
Hey.
Up.
Hey.
Down.
I got you,
Up.
Stanley.
Down.
I got you, Stanley. I got you.
Down.
You see Jiminy Cricket right there?
Down.
Uh-huh.
Down.
Hey, Stanley.
Up.
All
Down.
night.
Up.
Down.
Down.
I've been working out, dude.
Down. Up.
Rest.
Down.
Rejuvenation.
Down. Up. Down.
On a medium caloric
Down.
nutrition.
Up. Down.
We'll go all night if we have to. I
Down.
sure hope there's some football to play, though.
Down.
Because I think there's some more
Down.
important.
Up.
But we appreciate the U.S. Army.
Down.
We appreciate
Down.
the Madera South Stallions.
Down.
Yeah, oh, they're
Down.
cashing out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get
I'm
up,
close to about 75, 76. I think everyone stopped, and there's only one who's going. I believe. Come, Cam! Back to you! I need you! Wait, one more! Sub! Step out. Step out, Stanley. You shouldn't have gone strong right away, man. With this flat. Push-ups. Okay, that was for real. I'll be back in 3 weeks. In a 3-week break. Sergeant Rossi, Stallions. Appreciate you. Back to you if we're still on. Ready to break.
All right, Zach Prince was the ball carrier on that previous play. Madera has gone to a third quarterback, Junior Galindo. And that looks like a cramp on the field.
Calf cramps are the worst cramps. Hamstring cramps are bad too, but those calf cramps, man, they're so painful.
Yeah.
So painful. Not fun.
Like a stake right in your calf.
And then the moment you think it relaxes, you turn or move your foot again and it grabs.
I'm still here.
It's the worst.
I'm still here.
Juan Garcia, he's played a good game.
He has.
Physical linebacker. He's playing downhill all night long. 4th and 2, and Madera's offense on the field. Maybe they don't have a punter.
Oh. They don't need a punter when you can do that.
That's true. I think they were going to snap it, though. They were going to run a play.
Yeah, I think you're right. But they got the Stallions to jump, so the 5-yard penalty results in first down, sponsored by K1 Speed, Arrive, and Drive.
A little update from the two teams that we've had this year, Clovis North versus CVC.
Yes.
48-14 Clovis North with 45 seconds left.
All
so
right.
they are as advertised.
Galindo, the ball carrier, takes it to the 30. Octavio Flores has also been active tonight. Number 32. Oh, there's another high snap. Nice job as a flag comes in. Did a nice job of corralling that and bringing it back in, but a flag for holding against Madera. Flag is sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal.
Off the previous spot. Still.
Penalty will back it up to the 20, 21-yard line. See if they let Galindo air it out like they did Linden. Another snap he had to go get.
Oh.
And Julian Hernandez breaks out of the pack, uses a stiff arm, gets all the way into their territory across the 40 at about the 38. So, yeah, never give up on a play.
Yeah, I thought he was done a couple times. Just bounced off a couple tackles, kept his legs pumping. Really nice job. Dang, he just kept those legs. It looked like Gaslam thought it was over. It was not.
Yeah, Julian Hernandez is our academic athlete of the game. Saw him in the pregame, and now he's getting the payoff.
It's a good time for some of the younger players, for the Coyotes. You know, high school, everybody practices. If you're not on a starting unit, you're usually on a scout team, so good to see guys get in some real minutes.
2nd and 4. Got the first down and more. Inside the 20 to about the 18. Hey, be sure to join us in 2 weeks. We broadcast the Hanford Bullpups against the Redwood Rangers right here on the Central Valley's CW59. That's actually next week. That's not 2 weeks.
I think that's next week.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one.
So forget what I said. It's 1 week from tonight, not 2 weeks.
The game is correct, though.
It is.
And
that'll be a good one.
Yeah, it should be a really good one. Unless Hanford is just so good because they've been dropping points on people, but Redwood is tough, man. Lost to Clovis North 21-6. Clovis North appears to be one of the better teams in the section, especially after 48-14 over what we just saw CVC. They have big, physical. Bryson Donaldson is a beast. And
yeah, it looks like more cramps out there.
Liberty 35, Buchanan 30 with 1 minute, 5 seconds left.
Okay.
Looks like Buchanan's going to try an onside kick. And those are two of the better teams in the section going at it.
Let me remind everybody about this. Right after the game, stay tuned for the movie Friday Night Lights. That's coming up on the CW59. Wonder what that's about.
Friday Night Lights in
this is a little more serious than cramps, I guess. Looks like
Texas, where football's everything.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie, too.
I can
really
remember
good.
driving around the Dallas-Fort Worth area at night on the freeway, and you just saw lights everywhere of stadiums, high school stadiums. You know, you couldn't count them. There were so many. And they're serious down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Their high school stadiums are top-notch.
When I was in Chicago, we were playing the Vikings, and we went to a movie theater and saw an advanced screening of Friday Night Lights.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very cool. I mean, that gets you fired. When you're playing a game the next day, that gets you fired up.
Yeah, you might not sleep that night,
right.
Huh? Angel Ambrose, the injured player, is a senior, able to walk off the field, limp off the field. And we hope he's okay. Wes Linden back in at quarterback, number 17. And that ball slips out of his hands, and it's loose, and Linden is able to jump back on it. But a loss back to the 25.
Some snap trouble. Third or fourth time. And Linden's done a good job of corralling a couple other bad snaps tonight.
Third down and about 13 for the Coyotes. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Linden going to throw to the near side. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Emmanuel Solis. It'll be fourth down.
I bet the offense is going to stay on the field, Ralph. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Bees is trying to tell Kenny Pollinelli he wants to kick the field goal. I don't think he's a field goal kicker, but he's trying to get an attempt.
Well, Bees should run a pattern then. Have him throw it. Linden throwing, good looking arm, throws it toward the end zone and not hauled in. Intended for Isaac Lopez, incomplete, tried to scoop it off the turf, and the Coyotes turn it over on downs.
Yeah, Linden was upset. He had him, he missed him. Nice attempt by Lopez trying to bring that one in. Longest braid I've ever seen on a football field, no doubt. No doubt about it. Look at that thing.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right.
It really hurt if you catch the football and somebody drags you down by that, because it's totally legal to do.
We don't want to see that.
It would not feel good. As a defender, I probably would do it, though.
And they try and get out to the perimeter again, but they're outnumbered.
Nice run, really. I mean, he picked up a yard.
Yeah.
Made about 4 guys miss. Caballero's a sophomore. He's one of those guys playing a big role on this Madera South team just because they're so young. See, a couple years, he's going to be a really good football player.
This is good experience.
Yeah.
Moreno, not much there. Ends up being gang tackled. See, Juan Garcia's back in there, number 42, after coming out with a cramp. Sharhan looks worn out.
Man.
He started to trot toward the sideline.
He is worn out. He is worn out. He's still battling, though. He has been on the field just about every single snap tonight, maybe every single snap.
Pass is high and incomplete on 3rd and 9. Gastelum, the intended receiver. Clock stopped with 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Michael Pedro back deep.
Oh, tonight's third quarter has been sponsored by Onacar, home of the $500 down sales event.
John Baxter calls punt returners bombs, right? And
Bombs?
And punt unit, you're the bomb squad.
There's a bomb for the punter right there.
You have to defuse the bomb.
Pedro trying to get to that sideline where he's been so effective tonight. And he's going to be effective again. Run out of bounds. Boy, it looked like that was another one that could have gone. Ooh. There is a flag on the play, though. Flag on the play sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet.
block in the back.
So that'll negate
Or did he say
the big
holding?
gain.
Did he? I missed him.
Return, illegal block in the back. Return team. First down.
Questionable. That's it.
Well,
I saw it.
you saw it?
Yep, Don confirmed on the side.
All right, guys, this is the Smile Cam, sponsored by Toyota. With more hybrids than any other brand, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places. Got a good attitude, smiling.
I mean, they're
as
having
we
fun.
head to the fourth
The Stadium
quarter.
Row Showdown is at Madera South for the first time, so it has to be a good night regardless of the outcome of the game.
Friday night, and it's high school football
That's
in the
right.
Valley. What could be better? Welcome back to Madera, everybody. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Fresno Mazda.
Still cheering.
Linden with the handoff. New ball carrier is Blake Burton, wearing number 2. I hear whistles. What's going on?
Didn't see. Something was going on down the field.
Fans, stay tuned during this fourth quarter as we reveal our player of the game, sponsored by EECU.
Could it be that guy?
Yeah, that's a good shot.
I don't know.
Good chance he'll get it.
I don't know. You never know.
Wow. When it rains, it pours. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Stallions, so it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you know, you're in high school, you don't totally have control of your emotions all the time. I've had a few of these fourth quarter blowout personal fouls myself. Technical fouls in basketball, 5th fouls to get out of the game when you're losing by 20 in the fourth quarter. I'm guilty of all those.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about those, but you just went ahead and laid them all out there. Yeah. I didn't even have to ask.
Feel the pain, feel the pain.
Handoff again to Burton. Down to about the 15-yard line. Burton again in heavy traffic, and there's not much there.
Yeah, Cord McDonald is a freshman. Who got that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, so.
Freshman mistake.
You know, yeah, learning experiences.
On a 3rd down and 2, Burton has the first down and then some. Down near the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 is sponsored by K1 Speed. Arrive and drive.
Running clock this 4th quarter.
Coyotes are in the Toyota red zone. Looking for another trip to the end zone. Burton's been the workhorse on this drive. Takes it down near the 5. Be very close to another first down.
Sharhan making the tackle.
Oof.
Just still battling. Hats off. Down, down, around. Little power action from Madera again.
And back to live action. He finds the end zone as he gets rewarded for all the work. Touchdown run. No, he's short. They're going to say he's just short?
2 arms went up. But
oh, okay. Who do you think gets it?
If he didn't get it, it'd be very unfair to him.
Touchdown, Burton. Good for you. He
Yeah.
did. I mean, he did just about every play on that drive.
Yeah. And he didn't jump into the crowd afterwards, so gets the play.
They've learned their lesson about that. That will not be a new tradition here.
No.
Touchdown is sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Well, learning experiences for the Stallions, a very young team. You know, this is something that can kind of unify a young group. Yeah, this is a big game for both of these programs, but it's a big game for Madera South. You have a lot of young guys who, you know, get beat like this in a rivalry game. I promise you, when it's 110 degrees outside and you're running and doing conditioning, this is the thoughts of this loss is something that can drive you through those moments. So,
well, that and some good coaching,
right?
And there are good coaches in this game and in this valley.
Yeah,
and they'll get you turned around in the right direction, show you how to do it, and give you the opportunities to do it.
Yeah, you look down this Madera South roster: sophomore, freshman, senior, junior, sophomore, senior, sophomore. I mean, so many underclassmen that will be back playing in this game next year and will.
And thankfully, there's no transfer portal in high school football.
Right. This loss will drive them. I promise. Matt Johnson will talk about this quite a bit.
And the kick is just going to nose through the end zone and out of bounds for a touchback. Yeah, I've known both of these guys a long time. I know Matt a little better than Coach Paulinelli, but I know this is a labor of love for both of them. Coach Paulinelli, this is his alma mater. I can remember covering him when he was a player for Madera.
Yeah, played quarterback, right?
Oh, yeah.
Does not look like a quarterback now. He looks like a linebacker.
I don't know how he'll take that, but okay.
In a good way. I mean, the beard, right? There's not Ryan Fitzpatrick has a beard, but his beard is larger. But he's built like a linebacker now. I didn't say defensive lineman or offensive lineman. I don't think he would have taken that well, but Matt Johnson too. Matt Johnson's still in great shape.
Yeah, another one of my former Trojan friends.
Yeah. They got it rolling right now, man. Caleb Williams, and if they had a better defensive coordinator, I would say they're a national championship contender, but I don't don't know. They have an Achilles heel, and I think it's that defense.
Octavio Flores getting a chance to play quarterback now.
Nice.
Hands off. Pretty good opening up the middle. Nice gain by Moreno.
Still battling. Still battling.
About a yard short of the first down.
He just smiled.
He's smiling
having
because
a
he's
good
getting to
time.
play quarterback, yeah.
Shahan finally gets a rest. I don't know if he's been off the field outside of this series all night long, regardless of which side of the ball, which kicking unit was out there.
Oh, the pitch and the hit almost simultaneously.
Oh, ball's out.
And the ball is loose. Fumble going to be recovered, looks like by Madera.
Flores is like, he was down. I want some more snaps at QB.
Mars Mujica celebrating over there after getting the fumble recovery. We'll take a timeout. Be right back to Madera after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Madera putting away this one over Madera South in this big rivalry game. A lot of guys got to play, especially for Madera tonight. Send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Increase your income or decrease your spending. Your habits, health, skills, and other commitments determine which one makes more sense for your current situation. Do you need more hours at work, or do you need a car with lower monthly payments? As your circumstances change, so will the best way to improve your finances. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Junior Galindo, the ball carrier, pushed out of bounds inside the 30.
The Stallions
is going to be a penalty.
Do win the uniform battle tonight.
Well, right now they got a lot of clean uniforms out there, clean white ones, which is a good sign for you. That means that you're doing well. You got a big lead and you get to play a lot of guys.
Yeah, I like that. Madera South black and silver and purple. This field's nice too.
Fans, stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and the presentation of the ECU player of the game. That's coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game.
Ooh.
Galindo moving inside, taking it down to the 29 as we approach 1 minute to go. First and 10 is sponsored by K1 Speed. Arrive and drive.
It's a good Madera team. They're solid on both sides of the ball. Quarterback that makes good decisions, some explosive weapons. Be interesting to see how they finish this season.
Antonio Fonseca with a nice defensive play, coming in to make that tackle. He's a sophomore. You talked about all the young players on a team that's not overloaded with roster size. You know, you look at some of these programs have so many guys going out for football. They might not have, I don't know, 20, 25 guys in uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe 25. And they've battled the whole time.
Final seconds now are ticking off. And that's it. Clock runs to 0. Tonight's fourth quarter has been sponsored by Fresno Mazda. And what a big night for Madera in this rivalry game, 48-0. And Michael Pedro.
7 in a row. Stadium Road showdowns. That's unprecedented.
Well, that'll get you motivated if you're Madera South.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we still have a post game to show, so we're going to take a break and come back with that. Once again, final score 48-0. Madera over Madera South. We'll be back to Friday Night Rivals after this.